And now let's proceed to Babylonian Empire. Babylonians overpowered the Sumerian civilization through the use of innovations from previous race. The civilization of Babylonians later on gave room to improve and invent many things that will help to reshape every society in the world. Empire of Babylonia. So the Empire of Babylonia expands from the middle and southern part of Mesopotamia and is located between Tigris and Euphrates rivers, which extends from South Baghdad to Persian Gulf. So the famous Babylon is the capital of Babylonia. It was first mentioned around 3000 BCE or before Christ era. And during this time, Mesopotamia was made up of city-states. The first Babylonian Empire was ruled by Hammurabi from 1792 to 1750 before Christ era. He united most of the territories after a military campaign that the city of Babylon reached its peak. And during his reign, the Babylonian rulers built temples, roads, extensive canals, and codified laws. The codified laws of Hammurabi were also known as the Code of Hammurabi. So the Code of Hammurabi is the collection of 282 laws written on a stone pillar and placed on public location for everyone to see. And it is summarized as an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. Hammurabi was known for conquering miles of territory, his sense of justice, and the thirst to properly govern the territories which he conquered. Next is King Sargon I. So King Sargon I is the first Babylonian king who ruled from Susa to faraway lands of Syria. He had Semitic background. Naturally, Semitic literature, art, and architecture thrived. King Nabopolassar. For the re-establishment of Babylonian Empire into a second great empire, King Nabopolassar, a Chaldean or a member of an ancient Semitic people, is known as a central figure in the fall of Neo-Assyrian Empire, for he had great contribution to conquer the Assyrian capital, and later he took his chance to establish his empire. Next is King Nebuchadnezzar. King Nebuchadnezzar is the son of King Nabopolassar and the successor of his throne. Nebuchadnezzar's reign brought the Tower of Babel, commonly known as Torre Babel, and the Hanging Garden into the world. Later, the Babylonians demolished the Great Temple in Jerusalem, and around 7,000 Jews were captured. And that ends the Babylonian Empire.